Right now, even though there may be money paid in to the system because of schools, it isn't property. So if it was only money, it would be a difference. But we are land where we don't have land. And so if we're talking about anything that is additionally needed, whether it's space for traffic, or whether it's schools, or whatever it is, that means we're gonna have a problem. So the money being put in by the developer to go into the school system doesn't come to us. It doesn't do that. It goes into the state to pay for the schools. It doesn't buy land in our area. So if any property developer coming in here, they need to invest in land in which can be part of their process that will be set aside permanently, so that if there's more development, if there's a school, if there's something else needed as a result of the high density in which they brought into us, then those things need to be prepared for in advance, so that we actually have a support there. Some things we can't control, and we have to work with it. But I think that it's important that we work with them. We are the owners in this area. We are the people that should have been contacted, and it's important that we're involved. We live here. It's our right of happiness and for where we want to live, and I think that's what we're looking at. So all we need to do is have a chance to meet and to work that out, and then create some kind of a plan under because you're bound to be doing a plan on environmental impact. And if that's the case, through that environmental impact, we need to have that as part of it, to know that we can be protected. So there's no doubt that we need apartments and we need nice things here, but we need to have it within the community what we need, and not to be in a position where it takes our land away from us. Okay?
Thank you, Norma.
John Henry? Just two small ones, perhaps a nice and a nasty. The nasty thing is I'm always concerned about these monster projects. IMT is building a lot of them in the South Valley. And let me tell you, I work as a letter carrier around one of these projects, and no matter what they tell you, the parking never works. Mr. Mailman's out there in the middle of the day when he should find a place to park. Aren't any parking spaces. There's always it just generates excess cars, more than you'll think. A nice comment, though, might be, depending on what the developers might think, is to give some consideration to the historic trees out in front of the area. Sherman Circle doesn't get much credit. Sherman Circle was part of a grand boulevard across the valley. You still see the great pine trees and palm trees out Sherman Way. They're the same trees that were planted along Chandler years ago when it was the main road to the valley. I hope developers will consider something to either save the original trees or to save the original intention of the trees.
You want to make a comment on that?
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Our landscape architect.
I'm Bobby Masha with LA Group Design Works, the landscape architecture project. And to answer your question, specifically about the trees on Sherman Circle, they are being